Hello everyone, in this video I am going to teach about triangles, that is continuous part of the previous video. In the previous video we were discussed about definition of triangles and types of triangle based on sides and based on angles, then congruence of figures, similarity of figures, right? So just we recall all the things. So firstly, triangle. So triangle is nothing but it is a closed figure made up of line segments, right? And also it has three angles, that is angle A and angle B and angle C. So these are the angles of triangle ABC. Then it has three sides. So that is side AB and the side BC and side CA. So these are the sides of the triangle ABC. So types of triangles, coming to the types of triangles, so we divide the triangle into three types. Firstly, based on sides. So based on sides, we divide the triangle into three types. So that is firstly equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle is nothing but, so name only suggests equals. So it means in triangle all sides are equal. In triangle all sides are equal. We consider that it is a equilateral triangles. Correct. So next, isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles. So isosceles triangles is nothing but in triangle if any two sides are equals. So for example, if we consider ABC, then AB is equals to AC. In triangle any two sides are equals, then we called it as isosceles triangles. So next, third one is scalous triangle. Scalar triangle. So scalar triangle is nothing but, so in triangle ABC all sides are different. It means all sides are not equal, correct? So AB is not equals to BC, BC is not equals to CA. It means all sides are in a different measure. We called it as scalar triangle. So next, based on angles. So here also we divide the triangle into three types. So what are all the types? That is first one, acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangle. So acute angle triangle means if in a triangle, if any one of the triangle are less than 90 degree, or all triangles are all triangles angles are less than 90 degree. For example, angle A is equals to 60, angle B is equals to 60 and angle C is equals to 60. So this is the one of the example for acute angle triangle. So acute means all angles of the triangles are equals to or less than 90 degrees. So next one, right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So a right angle triangle means if any one of the angle of triangles is equals to 90 degrees. So here angle B is equals to 90 degree. So right angle is nothing but any one of the angles of triangles is equals to 90 degree. We called it as right angle triangles. Next, obtuse angle. So obtuse angle triangle. So obtuse angle triangle means, so any one of the angles is equals, any one of the angles are greater than 90 degree. So in a triangles any one of the angles are greater than 90 degree. So here we consider, I am considering triangle ABC. So in ABC, the triangle ABC, the angle A is measure 100, angle A is measure 100, angle B is measure 40, angle C is measure 40 degrees. So here angle A is equals to 100 degree. So we called it like these types of triangle, we called it as obtuse angle triangle. So it is nothing but in a triangles any one of the angle is greater than 90 degrees, so remaining angle is less than 90 degree, right? So these angles, these types of triangle, we called it as obtuse angle triangle. So next we will move on to the congruence of the figures. So what do you mean by congruence of figures? Congruence of figure. So observe here, congruence of figures is nothing but, here observe, I am considering two circles. The radius of circle 1 is 1 centimeter and also radius of circle 2 is 1 centimeter. Here these two are congruence. It means the radius of two circles also same. So that is 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. So next figure you observe square. So here all sides, first in a first square I am considering AB, sorry, for example ABCD. In a square ABCD, AB is equals to 2 centimeter, BC is equals to 2 and CA 2 centimeter, AD is 2 centimeters, and also another square is PQRS. So in this square PQRS, PQ is equals to 2 centimeter, QR is equals to 2 centimeter, RS is 2 and SP is 2. So observe these two square have same measure. All sides are equals or corresponding sides. What they are here? AB is equals to 2 and PQ also 2 centimeter. It means two figures are same. So congruous is nothing but if the figures has same shape and same size. So the figures which are same size and same shape, we called it as congruence of the figure. So next, similar figure. What do you mean by similar figure? So here observe, I am considering two circles, same similar example. Two circles that are, first circle the radius is 2 centimeter and second circle radius is 3 centimeter. So these two figures are similar figure. It means these two figure have same shape but different in measure or size, correct? In a second example, so here I am considering triangle PQR and ABC. Observe here PQR has 2 centimeter measure. So each side has 2 centimeter. In a triangle ABC, each side has 3 centimeters. So here I am considering two equilateral triangles. So these two are similar figures. So observe here these two triangles are equilateral triangles, and coming to the size of the triangle, so PQR is smaller size than the ABC, right? So for that we can take these two are similar figures. So what do you mean by similar figure here? So figure have same shape but in different size. So we call that types of figure as similar figures. So observe here, so congruous and similar, so we can say all congruence figures are similar, right? So we can say all congruent figures are similar, but all similar figures are need not be a congruence, right? So here it means congruence figures have same size and same shape. So that's why we can take it as these figures are similar figures. So in a similar figures, the shape only it is same, so that size, coming to the size, it is different. So that's why, so all similar figures are not a congruent. So what we give the conclusion here, all congruents are similar but all similar are not a congruent figures. So next we will coming to the similarity of triangles. So in the previous class we were discussed about similarity of figures. So what are all the conditions we have for the similarity of the comparing to the similarity of the figures. What are the condition? First condition, if we considering two figures, if it is similar, so they have to satisfy two conditions, that is corresponding angles are equal, one of the condition, and another condition, their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, that is proportional. So let's we check in similarity of the triangles also this is satisfied. So here in similarity of triangles also we take same conditions. So first one is, so in similarity of triangle also satisfy the same conditions, that is if we considering two triangles with the same number of sides. So in a triangles we know that it has three sides, right? So first condition, if it is similar, first condition it has to satisfy corresponding angles are equal. So then another conditions, their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, it means proportional. So just check, let's check with the example, we're taking example. So here I am considering two triangles, that is ABC, one of the triangle, and another one is PQR. So in the triangle ABC, the angle A is 20, B is 80 and C is 80. So in a PQR, angle P is 20, Q is 80 degree and R is 80 degree. So let's check these two triangles are similar. So what is the first condition here? We have to check corresponding angles. So if it is equal, so it means corresponding angles are equal, so then it is satisfies first condition. So just check. So here first condition, first triangle ABC, angle A is corresponding to the triangles, that is angle P. So in PQR, right? So observe here, angle A has 20 degree and angle P also has 20 degree. Can we take angle A is equals to angle P? So next, angle B is corresponding to angle Q. So that is angle B is corresponding to angle Q. Observe here, angle B it has 80 degree and angle Q as it has 80 degree. So then these two angles are equal, it means corresponding angles are equal. So then angle C is corresponding to angle R. So angle C is corresponding to angle R. Observe here, angle C is also as 80 and angle R is also as 80 degrees. So then C and R equal. So what we give the conclusion here? Therefore corresponding angles are equal. So then next condition. So what we take next conditions? So second condition is corresponding. We have to take corresponding sides ratio, right? So sides ratio. So that is first one. So in a triangle ABC, side AB is corresponding to PQ in triangle PQR. So here, so AB, side AB is corresponding to PQ. We have to take here, so ratios of the corresponding side. So AB is corresponding to PQ. So next, observe here, AB, the measure of AB is 2 centimeter and PQ is 4 centimeter. So 2 ones are and 2 twos are. You get 1 over 2. So that is the corresponding ratio. How much you get? 1:2. Right. So next one. So corresponding sides of BC is QR. Observe here. Corresponding sides of BC is QR. So next, so what is the measure of BC here? 2 centimeter. Then measure of QR is 4 centimeter. So 2 ones again, 2 twos are. So 1 over 2. We get 1:2 ratio. So next, AC. So corresponding sides of AC is PR. Correct. So corresponding sides is PR. So then, so AC is corresponding to PR. So the ratios of the sides here, AC measure is 3 centimeter and PR measure is 6 centimeter. 3 ones are and 3 twos are. So 1 over 2. So 1:2. 2. Here also observe here the corresponding sides AB, PQ we have 1:2. BC and QR. So sides ratio BC and QR is also 1:2, and AC and PR also we get 1:2. What we give the conclusion here then? Corresponding sides ratio are equal, right? So that is AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR is equals to AC by PR. So that is equals to 1/2. So what we give the conclusion here? Here these two triangles satisfies both two conditions, that is corresponding angles are equal, then corresponding sides ratios are equal. So therefore, so the triangle ABC and PQR are what? Similar triangles. So next we will move on to the Thales theorem. So what it says, firstly we see the statement of Thales theorem. So if a line is drawn parallel to the one side of the triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct point, then other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So what it says, if we considering a triangle ABC, so then DE is parallel to BC. Here the line is DE is drawn parallel to BC. Then the point D and E are the points that are intersect at AB and AC respectively. Then sides ratio, that is AD divided by DB is equals to AE divided by EC. So we have to prove that the sides ratio are divided into same. Okay, so next, what is the given data here in triangle ABC? In triangle ABC, so BC is parallel to DE, and next D is a point of AB and E is a point on AC. Okay, so D and E are the points on AB and AC respectively. Then what you have to prove? To prove that AD divided by BD and AE divided by EC, that is sides are divided in the same ratio. So for proving of this theorem we need to do one construction, so that is join DC. So after the writing of triangles and then parallel line DE, we have to join the point D and C and another points B and E. We need to join DC and BE and also draw a perpendicular line, that is DM, which is perpendicular to AC, and EN, which is perpendicular to AB. So these are the construction we do. So next, proof. For proving of this theorem, we need a formula, that is area of triangles is equals to half into base into height. So here after construction, this whole triangles is divided into two parts, right? So here ADE and also one of the triangles in the second part BDC and CDE. So you observe in second part you have two triangles, that is BDE and CDE. So the two triangles we has. Next, for area of triangles we need to apply the formula for triangle ADE and another part BDE. So first triangles of the second part, right? So area of ADE divided by area of DBE. So we have to take this area in a ratio. So observe here. So area of ADE in triangle ADE, AD is the base and EN is height of the triangle, right? So for that half into AD into EN. So next coming to the BDE, then BD is the base and EN also we can take height is same, so that is En. So here same terms in numerator and denominator will be cancelled, so remaining here AD divided by BD. So take it as equation 1. So next triangle AED, then DEC. We have to take next triangles, that is AED and DEC. So in this triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE is AED is, so half into base, here we want to consider AE, and height is DM. Okay, half into AE into DM, so divided by half into EC. So here EC is the base and height is DM. So we have to take DM as the height for DEC. So cancel the same terms on numerator and denominator. You get AE divided by EC. So take it as equation 2. So for proving of these theorems, we need one of the statement or theorems, that is, if the two triangles are lies in between same parallels and with the same base, that area of two triangles are equals. We need these statements for proving of this. So here observe triangle BDE and triangle CDE. BDE and CDE are lies on same parallel. So lies inside same parallel, that is DE and BC, right? And also BDE and CDE has same base DE, right? So same base DE, then area of BDE and area of CDE are equal. So that is area of BDE is equals to area of DEC. Take it as equation 3. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, what we can write? So AD divided by BD is equals to AE divided by EC. So hence this theorem is proved. Thank you. So next, converse of basics proportionality theorem. So statement is, if a line divides any two sides of the triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. So it means it is the reverse of the basics proportionality theorem. So what is the statement says? If the line is divides the two sides of the triangle in the same ratio, that is AD divided by DB is equals to AE divided by EC, then the line is, so here DE is the line, so then the line is parallel to third side, so DE is parallel to BC. So for proving this, firstly we have to write the data. So what is the data here? In triangle ABC, so in the statement only they given, so that ratios of sides ratio are equal. So AD divided by DB is equals to AE divided by EC, right? So what you have to prove that here? To prove that DE is parallel to BC, right? So then construction, for proving of this theorem we need to one construction, that is draw the line BF. So draw the line BF, that is parallel to EC. So we need to draw a lines, that is DF, so that is parallel to BC. Then coming to the proof, so here for proving of these theorems we take the statement, that is BPT. So from BPT, so what it says, if a line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle to intersect the other two sides in the distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So for applying these triangles, that is ABC, after the joining of DF, we need to apply the BPT. What it became? AD. So AD divided by DB and AF divided by CE, right? So this is one of the equations after the applying of BPT for this figure. So but we have AD divided by BD is equals to AE divided by CE for original figure. So take it as equation 2. From observe here, from 1 and 2 LHS is equal, right? So AD divided by BD and AD divided by BD LHS are same, but in RHS AF is divided by CF and AE divided by CE. So take only RHS part of the equation in 1 and 2. So we can write AF divided by CF, this equals to AE divided by CE. For this equation, adding 1 on both sides. So AF plus CF plus 1 is equals to AE by CE plus 1. So after the simplification, means after the finding the LCM, we get AF plus CF divided by CF is equals to AE plus CE divided by CE. So observe here, AF plus CF. In the figure, AF plus CF we can write AC, correct? So for in terms of AF plus CF we can write AC. So divided by CF as it is equals to AE plus C. Observe here, AE plus CE or EC we can write AC. So AC divided by CE. In these two equation, observe numerator are equal. So that is AC is equals to AC. Then consider denominator CF and CE. So here CF is equals to CE. When it is possible, so this is possible only when E and F are coincides, right? So here CF is equals to CE when CF is equals to CE when it is these 2 points E and F are coincide, right? So here DF line is L itself, or in what we consider DE, so that is coincide with DF. So then DE is parallel to DF. Thank you.